In this video, we're going to talk about how to get the most out of your Titan team without having to actually have a full Titan team. Let's get into it.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central, and in this video, I'm going to open 3 Titan summoning spheres. There's going to be a video linked in the description box down below as to why I'm saving these, and the reason why I'm opening these 3 now is because Nature Season 3 was just announced. It's going to go live on July 3rd. It's a 14-day season, and at the end, a grand prize is a Titan fragment in a random sphere. And again, check out the video linked in the description. It'll be linked at the end as well. If you want to know why that you should save these, if you don't know, then you should know. It'll save you a ton of emeralds. This is a Facebook and web specific video, by the way. I'm going to talk about things happening in Titan Valley. This was requested by a commenter and something that I haven't really talked about in a while, but I absolutely should touch on. Now, totems or spirit totems or Titan totems or whatever you want to refer to them as, there are 5, 1 for each of the 5 elements. The important thing to note in order to activate the totems is that for the base 3 elements, water, fire, and earth, I did that out of order, that's okay. You have to have at least 3 Titans in your team, all right? And the more Titans that you have of the same element, the faster this thing charges. This thing charges up and you can use its ultimate just like you can a pet or a hero, or a Titan for that matter. And the more Titans taking damage, the more Titans doing damage in your team, the faster your totem will charge. The new darkness and light totems, you can have a totem active in your fight if you only have 2 Titans of the specific element. So for example, you could have 3 earth and 2 light, and then you'll have 2 totems active, all right? Each totem has a default or a baseline stat that adds to the Titans, as well as a ultimate ability or a usable ability. So starting with the water Titan, you can see adds stats to all your water Titans, gives bonus attack. Okay, so regardless if this totem is active in the fight or not, this is adding to all water element Titans, whether there's 1 or 5 or I guess 4 in your team, right? Fire gives a bonus to attack, earth gives a bonus to health, darkness gives a bonus to health, and light gives a bonus to attack. All right, so before we even talk about the totem's ability, just know that totems add stats, okay? So just because you're building an earth team, for example, if you're using a 4 earth team plus, let's say, Solaris, the super Titan of light, you would still want to level up the light totem in order to get all of the bonus attack stat to that 1 light Titan that's going to be added to your team. So in a way, it's kind of unfortunate. You think you're going to kind of save a little bit of time and money by not, but unfortunately you need to have totems leveled up for every Titan that you use. The water totem is commonly seen as the one that everybody should invest in first because of its ability to heal. You can see Blessing of the Deep there, heals ally Titans and deals damage to nearby enemies for 10 seconds. Each activation splits the restored health between any Titans in need of healing, just an area of effect heal, right? Damage dealt and health regen with each activation is however powerful it is. Yeah, this used to be the only way to heal up your Titans. There is a couple other ways now. We'll talk about that maybe in another video, but this is kind of the baseline for the average player. Which Titan team should I level? Which totem should I build? Water, because of the dungeon. The deeper you can get into the dungeon every day, the more Titanite and gold you can earn. Extremely helpful totem, and most everybody will end up with 1 or 2 water Titans on their team. Hyperion is an amazing super Titan, and Nova is one of the best control Titans, and they're both water, which means you're going to want to have a water totem leveled up so you can add to their attack. Of course, attack contributes to the amount of healing that Hyperion does. It's going to be beneficial to level up this totem. The fire totem ability, Age of Flames, summons a fiery storm that sweeps through the enemy team and deals damage to nearby enemies. Damage dealt to enemies at each activation is a set amount. This is just a flat out damage, all right? And the higher a percentage that your totem charges up, it can charge higher than 100%, right? It can charge up, I believe, 300%, I think. The higher that it charges, the more damage that it does. Same with the water totem. The higher that it charges, the more healing that it does. And the earth totem, Song of the Ancient Mountains, creates a crystal barrier on the field. The barrier protects all allies from any attacks. The barrier loses durability when absorbing damage, but double the amount of damage taken is reflected onto the attacking enemy. So you can use this in 2 forms. First of all, you can use it to reflect big damaging attacks like Araji's laser beam or you know, any Eden's big rock throw, or maybe Hyperion's water spear, whatever you want to call it. But you can also use this to block Nova stun and other crowd control effects from impacting your Titans if that is important to you. Now for the dark and light totems, these were just added in the last year or so. Black hole conjures a black hole in the center of the enemy team. The black hole drags in enemies and damages them for 5 seconds. The further the enemy Titans are from the singularity, the less damage they take. This is a really great way to group enemies up for Nova to stun, or other abilities from Titans that can target specific areas of the battlefield. This will cause them to target everybody in that team. So in playing in manual mode, this is an incredible ability to use. And then finally, Supernova, the light totem, conjures a supernova on the battlefield, which constricts over the course of 5 seconds. During that time, allied Titan's health can't drop below 1. After that, the supernova explodes, damaging all enemies. Nice little ability. It's less impactful than others, probably about as impactful as the fire totem, but still extremely, extremely, extremely powerful. So you have to level up these totems with either Guild War trophies. You can see that my Earth totem is level 120 at 3 stars. My Water Spirit Totem is at level 86 and requires gold Guild War trophies. My Fire Totem is at level 65 and requires silver Guild War trophies to level up. And lower level totems will require bronze Guild War trophies. All right, so this is kind of the incentive to get into the higher ranks of Guild Wars. It's one of the main incentives, actually, is to level up your totems. Of course, you can level up your totems with emeralds, though it's pretty expensive to do so. I would only recommend doing this early on, maybe for that last 1 or 2 levels if you're really desperate to finish it off, and only spend emeralds on something like this during special events like Guardians of Outland that we have active right now. Now, each totem has 6 fragments that you can earn, up to 6 stars total. Whenever you get a fragment, it'll show up here, and then the evolution option will be there. This will increase its star level up to a total of 6 whenever you summon a spirit totem for the first time. No matter the element, it comes in at 1 star. You can see my fire totem is at 1 star. Then from then on, every fragment you get boosts the power quite a bit. Okay, so ideally you focus on one main element. In my case, I'm focusing kind of on earth, and then one off element. I had been focusing on water because of my Hyperion and Nova that I use quite a bit. Sigurd for offensive tank options. But now lately, I think the Light Titans might be a better fit for my Earth team, especially given the fact that 4 Earth plus Solaris really beats basically every water team that's out there, so long as our totems are of equal-ish power level. And that is something to really pay attention to. Just because I have a level 120 Earth totem, it's a 3 star, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be effective against a level 120 totem of water. Of course, earth beats water, water beats fire, fire beats earth. Not always, but that's kind of how the rock, paper, scissors of Titan fighting works. This is not a Titan fighting or team building video, so I'm not going to get into the nuances of elemental weaknesses and all that in this video. Just know the power level difference between a 3 and a 4 star, or even a 3 and a 6 star totem, is immense. It's a lot. It's too much to overcome. You cannot beat a water team at 6 star totem with a earth team of a 3 star totem. It's kind of what I'm trying to convey here. Anyway, I have 3 totem fragments that I wanted to open. I thought that I would open them with you. I really want earth fragments and light fragments, okay? So this one right here has a chance to get any of the base elements, earth, water, fire. This one right here has a chance to get either light or dark. I'm hoping to get 1 earth and 2 light. Probably will get like a fire and 2 darkness, but just because that's what I want. And I'm going to have another random sphere in my inventory to sit on at the end of Nature Season 3, which again starts in about a day. So let's go ahead and start with the darkness ones. This is the less important one to me, so let's go ahead and open these up and see what they look like. Of course, I get a darkness one. That's fine. And this is probably going to be light just to make it so it's even less useful. Excellent. So I got a 1 star light totem and a 1 star dark totem. I can't say that I'm surprised. Pretty expected, actually. We're going to go ahead and awaken these both. Boom and boom. And you can see that these totems are special in that they require Clash of Worlds trophies. Okay, light and darkness totems require Clash of Worlds trophies to level up. You can, of course, level them up with emeralds as well, but this kind of again forces you to want to progress in the game, going from a bronze league player to a silver to a gold league player, and now participate in higher and higher levels of Clash of Worlds in order to get these trophies to level up the new totems. Yeah, very unfortunate here. Let's see if we get lucky and get a earth fragment out of this last one. Probably not. Okay. Fire. I knew it. I knew it was going to be a fire totem. Okay, so this is the downside of totems and titans and all of that. In fact, it's probably the worst part of all of Hero Wars, Facebook and the web, is the totem system. Ah, that's super unfortunate. Man, a 2-star fire totem. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. I'll go ahead and evolve it. That's fine. Gives me a little bit of sparks of power, I suppose. Man, that's super unfortunate. All right, well, Nature Season 3 starts on July 3rd. It's going to give us another totem fragment at the end, random of any of the 5 elements. We'll hold that in our inventory until we get really lucky or unlucky opening Titan summoning spheres or big money blue balls at the altar of the elements. If you want to learn more about why I would suggest always holding one of those random spheres in your inventory at all times, check out the video that's on screen now. It breaks it down. Breaks down the difference between spending emeralds here versus opening Titan artifact spheres here, and why you should save versus why you should not. Hope everybody's having a great day. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.